Good evening, YouTube. This is your boy Damian Cryer, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful and blessed day today. As you know, I am doing okay. Just getting off work. Hope everybody is doing okay. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump right into this vlog. This vlog today is about being a stepdad or becoming a stepdad. So I'm going to jump right into it. The reason for this vlog today is I had a really close friend, well, I'll say co-worker, that I'm getting pretty cool with. He's a male, and you know, he had a situation. He actually gave me his permission to go ahead and kind of mention his situation without mentioning his name. His situation is he's married and he has stepkids. And with that being said, when you are a step parent, there's rules to this. You know, when you marry someone, whether it's a woman that you're marrying that's already have kids, or the woman is marrying a man who already has kids, no matter what the situation is, that's called a pre-made family. And I don't mean that in a bad way. But it's true, it's a pre-made family. You know, basically, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know, we as men, we fall in love with women that already have kids, that may have relationships before us. Obviously, if they got kids, they had relationships before us. And it didn't work out for whatever reason, or vice versa. Men have kids that was in a relationship, obviously, that didn't work out for them for whatever reason. Whatever reason the case was why they're not together, period. Our responsibility when we come into a relationship, and I'm gonna use women for example. So women, please don't take this personal, because I'm gonna do another vlog tomorrow about the men. But guys, when you come into a relationship with a woman and she has kids already, now, depending on how far you're willing to take that relationship. If it's just a relationship where it's just a sexual thing, you know, that's one thing. You know, you come over once a week, y'all have drinks, y'all go to dinner, y'all have a good time. She doesn't want a man to settle down, and you don't want a woman to settle down with. And that's one thing, okay? Because, you know, you only have to deal with her, and she only has to deal with him. And they can deal with each other on their own time, on their own rules. However, if you decide to go ahead and take this relationship to the next level, and you decide to move in together, you know, and you say that you love this person, you know, and y'all living together, eventually you're gonna start paying bills. Eventually you're gonna have to start running each other ways, and eventually her responsibility becomes your responsibility as a man. You know, if you love the man, you have to love the whole package. Meaning, if there's kids involved, you have to love them just as equal. You know, what you do for one, you have to do for the other. You can't not love one stepchild more than you love the other stepchild. You go out and get one stepchild something, you have to get them all something. Whether you meet a woman with one kid or you meet a woman with 3 or 4 kids, it's all the same. Now, as step parents, as stepdads, know your place. You cannot put your hands on the kids. Why? Obviously, those kids have dads. Regardless what the mom and dad went through there in their short stay or their short relationship, you have to remember that those kids are still loved. Those kids belong to somebody. No matter how many bills you're paying, no matter how much grass you cut, no matter how good you think the sex is, no matter how good you think that you're putting it down, or how much money you make at work, no matter what kind of car you drive, no matter how many gold chains you got on your neck, those are not your kids. Now, the reason for this vlog right here, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna dive right into this. The number one mistake men make is we give women choices and ultimatums. What I mean by that, we sit there and get mad at something that one of their kids are doing. And we sit there and we snap off. We go off, we talk crazy, we talk to the mom about the kid, and it seems like the mom is not doing anything about it, and we babble on and babble on. Then you and the mom end up getting to a bad argument. And it continues to go on. So then later on down the line, something really, really bad happens. Like, say for instance, your stepkids, one of them just take your car without permission, or take some money from you, or just disrespects you to the fullest. Now, you're in a situation where the mom's not there. She's at work, or she's out grocery shopping, or picking up the kids from the daycare, or what have you. And you get disrespected by one of the kids. And now you're really frustrated, irate, and irritated. You know, when the mom comes home, the first thing you say is, well, this has been going on long enough. It's time for you to choose between me or your child that's mouthing off at me. I'm paying your bills. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this to you the right way, very well. And you still allow your child to talk to me any type of way. So you got to choose between me and your child. Very, 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 very bad mistake. Not smart at all. You never put a mother in a corner like that to make her have to choose, you know, between you and your child. Whether her child is on drugs, whether her child is doing something wrong, or whatever the case is. Especially if it involves drugs. If they're on drugs and they're staying with you and they're stealing from you, you can't expect a mother to choose you over her child that's sick, that has a problem. She's not going to turn her back on her own child. Somebody that she carried in her stomach for 9 freaking months, took to all the doctor appointments, got enrolled in school, taught her how to put her first personal pad on. Regardless what problem that child is going through, you was not going to turn the mother against a child. The worst thing you could do is have that mother make a decision. That is the wrong thing. Know your place as a stepdad. Sometimes you have to walk away from certain situations, you know, in order to let them work that problem out. And I know it's hard. You know, I'm not going to use myself for an example in this video because I've had similar situations like that happen to me. And I think I handled some of those situations wrong in the beginning, you know, but I noticed it's a lot of guys out there who are quick to snap on somebody's kids because things didn't go their way. You know, you have to understand, when you came into the home, let me go back. When you came into the relationship, you know, you knew what it was. You knew that there was kids there. You know, it was your choice that you made. You made the choice, you know. You could have just walked away, did what y'all had to do, go on your little dates and spend y'all weekends together. But because you decide to take that extra step does not give you a right to take that extra step, if you know what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is, guys, know your place as a stepdad. If you are a guy who's considering becoming a stepdad, know your place. You know, because you're with a woman with kids is not always a bad thing. You know, it's an experience. I've been a stepdad for a lot of years, even before I met my wife. And I'm going to say my wife because we're still married for about 29 or 30 more days before everything is finalized. But, you know, before I was with her, I was a stepdad to another woman who had kids. You know, that was a choice that I made. I wasn't forced into it. I had choices. But, you know, I was in my 20s then. I'm in my 40s now. But I was in my 20s then. And I didn't know myself, you know, I didn't know my place as a stepdad, so I had to be checked on that a few times. You know, one thing that you're not going to do is turn a mom against her kids. I don't care who you are, man. You know, it's wrong and it needs to stop. You know, because we all make choices. You know, we all make our own choices. You know, whether they right or wrong, we know what the hell we doing. Excuse my language, but we know what we're doing. You know, you either do it or you don't do it. But if you do it, understand that those children have a dad. You know, people say, well, her kids came between a relationship, a reason why her not together. That's not true, man. That's not true at all. You knew one day those kids were going to get older, you know, and start talking a little sassy. You know, that's what kids do. We've all been kids. Most of us probably have had stepdads before or stepmoms. We all got a little sassy and said, well, you're not my dad. You ain't gonna tell me what to do. Well, do those chores. I'm not doing nothing. You can't make me. You know, it's a very, very delicate situation. So if you have stepkids, you need to really know your place as a parent, because, you know, there's do's in a relationship when there's kids involved, and there's don'ts in a relationship when there's kids involved. So all I'm gonna say is, guys, know your place, man. You know, try to talk it out, try to work it out, you know, talk to the mom. You know, sometimes it ain't good to yell to get your point across. You don't have to yell to get your point across. You don't have to spit all over the place to get your point across. You don't have to cuss to get your point across. It's a way to handle situations. And I know some situations is worse than others. As kids get a little bit older, they start to get to know themselves. They start realizing, well, you're not my real dad. Oh, wow, well, she's not my real mom. And they think that it's okay to go ahead and start talking a little crazy. But at the same time, regardless of what happens, don't never, ever put a woman against the wall where she has to make a choice like that. Because I can guarantee you, you will not like the results. Well, I hope that this vlog helps somebody out there, and I really hope that it does. Until next time, guys, I'm Damian Cryer. You guys have a blessed day. Peace.